Perfect. We are live. Thanks everybody for joining the AMA today. Today's AMA is going to be focused about getting some specific dates down, which is going to be very, very important for our future and moving forward. So first, we announced during the last AMA that we had that we will be starting the migration on the 28th. We're going to need a few days for the migration, and then we're going to spend some time, 4, 5, 6 days. We will be spending in training up or bringing more knowledge to the communities for you to be safe when we interact in the mainnet. This is in terms of the pairs that we are going to run and everything. So before trading goes live, everybody knows which is contracts that you should interact with. Obviously, these will be pre-listed on our decentralized exchange as well. But not only will they be pre-listed there, we will also give the direct contracts so nobody goes wrong of interacting with bad contracts. Remember, DeFi is a space where everybody can go in and launch a token. Our platform is a DeFi platform, which means that we don't have any approval of tokens that goes live on our blockchain. So anybody will be able to go live and anybody would be able to replicate the names that we have. The good thing that we have in blockchain is that everything works under specific contract addresses. So nobody will be able to interact with the specific contract address which we deploy for the pair that we're going to have in stablecoin. And as we announced last week, we're going to divide up our pair and have both USDC and USDT as pairs on the platform. So this is something that we will have for this to work smooth. We want to really take some time to give community the right knowledge. We have decided that we are going to go live with trading on the 7th of March. So this is 8 days after we start the migration, then the trading will start up. And here there will start to be able to come more projects that can come in and launch. There will be projects that will already deploy prior to this, so they'll be ready for trading and set their liquidity, and we go live on trading on the 7th. So from the 7th onward, then there will be trading in Robona and new projects will start to come. And here you guys can always do your research before investing into anything. But yeah, you can interact with the new projects that come live. Remember, anybody can deploy a smart contract. Anybody can obtain the knowledge of how to deploy a smart contract. Our network is EVM compatible, so it is very, very simple to go in for somebody who have basic knowledge of deploying a contract. So everybody has to stay safe. Obviously, we will be working on creating partnerships with token scanners and audit companies. And it's on your own response, it's your own research that decides if you do want to interact with a contract. Always make sure that a contract is verified, make sure that the security is in place, that the team is known before you go in and interact with anything. So we are still setting the exact hour, but it will be in the evening hours on the 7th for European citizens and in the morning or midday hours for US citizens, starting our trading on the 7th. So yeah, moving forward, now we have a specific date, and this is going to be very good for our future, what dates to actually to be waiting for this trading. This is something that many people have asked us for. So here we have it. On the 7th of March, we will go live with trading on the Robona Network. The main DEX that's going to be deployed is going to be ArboSwap. If this is going to stay as the main DEX, or if people prefer to interact with other decentralized exchanges, which will come live on our network, this is something that the community decides themselves what platforms they would like to interact with. So yeah, this is what we have in the pipeline for now. And as we move forward, we will come with more tutorials, more technical announcements. As I announced last week, we are currently in the testing phase of the portal, and the portal will soon come live on public testnet for everybody to start interact with, so you can see how does the portal works in terms of user experience and in terms of functionality. So you can all go in and network. As we announced last week, we're gonna do a Bitcoin, we're gonna do Ethereum, and then we're gonna come with 2 stable coins, which is gonna be USDC and USDT, that you can use inside of the bridge to get over to the Robona network. So here we'll be having these possibilities to people for bridge tokens. As we move forward, then the bridge will be enabled to bridge again out of the network, and we are also in talks with centralized exchanges where you'll be able to onboard directly from the Robona network. Exactly what the time frame for this is going to be is not, you have to remember this is third parties, so I will not be able to set a date here, but after our migration is finalized and trading is live, then there is several partners that will be looking into both making DeFi systems for onboarding and offboarding tokens into the Robona network, and we will also see centralized exchanges coming in and offer this service where people will be able to on and off ramp through a centralized exchange, so you can get money in or get money out of our network. So this was the most important announcement. During next week, we'll be coming with a lot more information and a lot more tutorials. So now we will start to come up and publish a lot of things. We have also made a lot of video material and explainers, which is going to start to come live from the next week. To go back to this week we had a meme contest which ended, so we are currently reviewing all submissions that have been done inside of the meme contest. Sadly, there was some people who didn't go in and do the submission the right way, but that's obviously something we cannot account for. The submissions have now officially closed, and we would like to ask the community which of these projects that's going to be relevant for you, or you think would be the best project for us to proceed with. As this is something for community engagement, we would like the community to interact with this. So on Wednesday, we're going to host a little event inside of our group. My team is going to handle the event. They're going to present you all the projects into the community here. And from these projects presented, I would like you guys to be the ones deciding which project we should work with and help to get live on the Roburna blockchain. As you know, I explained earlier through the contest, we'll be helping the projects with the smart contract. We'll be helping them to set the initial liquidity, and we will help them to basically come live as a trading pair on the Robona blockchain. And we would like the community to come in and help us decide which project and which team they feel most comfortable about for us to move forward and get this development done. Depending obviously on the team that gets selected, and then there will come a time frame of when they will be able to come live. I expect this to be coming live during next month, but this is again working together with a third-party team. We cannot ensure an exact date for when coming live. So yeah, this was a little bit the updates that I had today for us here for the Robona community. If anybody have any questions or anything towards what we have been presenting today, or any other questions that might come, then please let us know. I can see here there is one question which has been posted inside of our official group. Please, as you know, we have had accidents inside of the chat here before, so as we are on a video chat, then we are not going to allow people to speak out inside of the chat. But if you do have any question, please forward it inside of the main group, and I will go through them here before we end today's AMA. So we have Pete asking a question. Let me just go over this. So this is in regards to the original 1 year they have to unstake. So it will not be possible to unstake from the official. What we will do is we will do a manual migration of these wallets. So everybody who was staked in the 1 year, just as we announced when we made the 1 year pool, they will get automatically airdropped inside of our mainnet, and that will be part of our mainnet migration. We're going to do this, that we are first going to migrate all holders which have wallets active and have active holding wallet inside of the wallet before the migration, and then we're going to go in and take the staking pools separately. But when we go into the migration phase, then I will be hosting AMA. I've already preset that we're going to have an AMA again on the 2nd of March, which means that here we will have had the first phase to complete the migration, and by then, if there should be any confusions, then we can take it at the 2nd of March. But everybody from the 1 year pool will get migrated manually. So you don't have to unstake anything. We have paused the movement of Robona tokens on the BSC network, so we cannot have people move around the tokens because that will change the balances. So for an easy migration, we are going to keep that locked, so people will not be able to change where the tokens are currently set. And for easy migration, we are going to do a manual migration of all the holders of the 1 year staking pool. Perfect. Anybody else who have any questions towards either what we have went over now or any other questions that you would like to go into depth of for our AMA? Before we end the AMA, I'll go in and say a big thanks to everybody who have applied to our ambassador program. We have seen a very good exit in the ambassador program. Applications is still live. If anybody should want to come in and do an application into the ambassador program, we're going to keep it live for a few weeks more before we start to select out ambassadors. But we have seen a very big exit in this. We are getting good results, and there's many submissions that we have to go through. So during the next month, we'll start to go through all of these submissions and getting our ambassador program live with ambassadors from all over the globe. There will not be selected ambassadors from only one continent, and our applications is also widespread, so it doesn't all come from one continent or one country. So we can go into really cover a larger